Yeah.
What's good, man? We live and direct from Kush&Konvo. You know what I'm saying? Another episode we bring it back to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got a special guest, which
Special.
I hate to even use that word because this nigga's like family, like, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? What's been going on with you though, bro? Like, what's been up?
Shit, man, cooling, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Fucking with the TikTok, doing this DJ thing down in Atlanta, Georgia. That's
Fact.
about right.
Hey yo, but I've been looking on the internet, bro. Like you've been going crazy viral, man. Like, you know, cracking a million with a lot of your posts. You know what I'm saying? Like the McDonald's posts.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that shit hit a mill. Then you had the Donald Trump shit hit a mill. Like, you know what I'm
Now
saying?
Donald
Like,
Trump didn't hit a mill. Donald Trump it hit a couple 100,000.
okay,
McDonald's hit a mill, and some shit I did at the gas station in Alabama hit almost 2 million, hit 1.8.
it, but yo, what type of feedback? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I be seeing you interact with a lot of the fans on the net. So like, yo, how you feel about the feedback that you be getting? Like the bad feedback, at least.
I won't call them fans. I just call them motherfuckers. Some good motherfuckers, some bad motherfuckers. I
Hold on.
just get real. You get all type of shit. You get all type of shit. Like it depends on the video. Like with the McDonald's shit and stuff, you get a lot of people from all over the world. You know what I'm saying? They everybody want that steak, egg, and cheese sandwich back.
That's a
Like, you
fact.
know what I'm saying? That shit came back in certain places, and I
Fact.
get it because McDonald's is ran by franchises. So you know what I'm saying? Some people own McDonald's, but they basically paying for the name. So they got to put it in their area.
Okay. Nah, that's a fact. But I mean, McDonald's is cool, but you know, I'm on you about that Trump, man. I know you've been getting a lot of backlash about that
Oh yeah,
Trump.
Donald Trump. But being honest with you and stuff, like I got more backlash from I got backlash. I got backlash from people like especially white people when they be like, you should have voted for him. Like, how the fuck do you know who I voted for? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's automatic assume. Like, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, what you call it, Donald Trump, that shit had me going up and down when he was in office. I fuck with him before that. He got an office, the shit, like the agenda on TV
Yeah.
with the make America great again and all this shit that they show you, they feed it to you, the racist shit. And I looked at his background. And don't get me wrong, some of his followers definitely was motherfucking racist and shit like that and stuff. Well, I don't know. I kind of get the word racist and prejudice mixed up too and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he was like, they want him up out of here and shit because Trump was giving out that cheese, that chicken. He was worried about the people. He said some real shit, like, you know what I'm saying? He said some real shit. He whatchamacallit, he when he said with the jobs, said a lot of illegal aliens is in the jobs and stuff like that and shit. And I don't think it was going towards Spanish people, which is true. Because I worked at Walmart in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where, like, you know what I'm saying, some of them, what you call them workers, wasn't on papers.
Yeah.
They not on papers, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they whatchamacallit, like, that, like, it's some bullshit going on. So I get it, like, they taking away from the jobs. At the same time, all that time with this COVID shit like that, like, it make motherfuckers don't even want to go to motherfucking work with this shit going on.
Nah, for real, for real. I mean, my whole point of view that I never really felt like Trump was racist. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna throw that on anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? I would need like way more proof than what, you know what I mean, the media was putting out to, like, or people was saying to make him feel like he's racist. I'm not gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? But I read the comments. I read some of the comments and like on your post, and a lot of people, I'm gonna say mostly black people, was feeling some type of way about you. You know, making those accusations about Donald Trump. Like, how did you really handle that? Like when
I'm
people
gonna keep it real because just as much was saying something bad about it, it was a lot saying good. Because the video got like 5,000 shares. Like some of the videos on TikTok, it's weird how that shit worked. You might have a video that got 200 shares and got more views than a video that got 3,000 shares. Like,
okay,
it's
yeah,
weird. I can't figure that one out. But it's shit like I had one person, like it caused some hate and shit like that from motherfucker I know. Like it's shit. And he did something corny, I had to call him out on this shit. Ain't gonna say his name, but you know he is when you watching this shit. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? The nigga, he whatchamacallit, he was in my story, and I had a video up when it wasn't even nothing to do with Donald Trump. Right? And he goes on his page like, I don't see why people be doing videos with TikToks, like the people that do the split screen and they mock the video and shit. And then when I hit him up, like it's shit, because it ain't my first time seeing some corny shit with him. When I hit him up, he's like, oh, I just got a problem with you saying something with Trump. That Trump video was months ago. The video that you saying something about got nothing to do with Trump. So you what you call that? It's just what you call it, and that's just like it's more like a hate. And shit, that's 100 because when a person want to label themselves as a comedian and do other stuff, it's just like even with rap music, like and stuff, like anything, especially coming from the hood and the person from the same place as you, they what you call it, it's like they got to turn it to a competition thing. Not a competition thing like, oh, my nigga growing, let me turn up with him. Or even if you're not cool with somebody, if you see somebody stepping on a nigga's neck, you can use what they doing as to keep yourself rolling without hate.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So you see it, like, what you call it, like, if I see a nigga that, what you call, I know he doing videos, I'm like, damn, his shit's hitting. It's going to make me want to keep working more than,
you want to keep working.
That's, you know what I'm saying? It's shit like, oh, shit, to keep up with him, not to be competing with him. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not a what you call, but I'm going to keep it real with you, yo. I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about these videos at all. Like, they going to have their opinion because no matter what you do on this earth, somebody's going to have something to say.
That's fact. Even if you're doing the right thing. Ain't that crazy? If you're doing the right thing all the time, somebody going to be like, man, that nigga always doing the right thing. Yeah. Bro, we live in a fucked up world, bro. That's just what it is. I mean, the world we live in is fucked up. That's why, like,
it's a fucked up world, man.
When it comes to stuff like that, like, you know, politics and everything, like, I'm really not a judgmental person. I haven't always been like that, but once I started understanding how the world works and how it turns, like, I don't judge people, you know, based on how they feel about a situation. Like, you could be like, yo, I love Trump, da-da-da. I ain't gonna not be cool with you because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, word.
Like, that's personal. That's your personal feeling. Like, you entitled to feel that way. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like him saying that to you, anything about you, him not feeling you liking Trump, like.
But he never even said nothing. He never even said nothing until I whatchamacallit. Like, I seen the nigga view my story. As soon as he viewed my story, the nigga goes on the page and starts talking about TikTok and all that shit. And then when I'm cleaning the house on my IG, after I said something to him, when I'm cleaning the house on my IG, just to like see unnecessary pages that I'm following, I unfollowed mad Instagram model bitches and shit like that. I unfollowed mad celebrities and shit. I'm only following people I personally knew, and I unfollow people that don't post, because if you're not posting, it is no purpose of me having you on my page if you got posts from motherfucking 2020, but you looking at my page, not saying they watching me because they just doing that with everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying and shit. But that's why I went through the deleting shit. And we both grown men. The nigga deleted me off his IGs and shit and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying and shit. Like, it's a difference from a person being funny and being funny when you gotta try to be funny. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So, but you saying that really didn't have anything to do with the Trump video.
Nah, that's how I knew it was hate.
Yeah,
that's how I knew it was hate, because because why would you say something about people wasting their time doing video on TikTok? That's got any social media platform that anybody touch is a waste of time.
Yeah,
YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, anything everybody, and your phone is in your hand.
That's just his opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has an opinion. Like, you know what I mean? We can't be judgmental, bro. Like, it's free game out here. You know what I mean? Everybody do them. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? I don't judge nobody. Like, even if it's right or wrong, I just look at it like, wow, that's crazy. I wouldn't do it, but hey, man, peace to that person. Like, you know what I mean? Hopefully, if that works,
I love a nigga, but I don't trust a nigga.
Hey, yo, so question. What was your favorite skit to do? Like, what skit that you would say made you feel happy, you was real excited to do?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. McDonald's, I wanted that fucking sandwich bad. And I was just ready for that shit for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people think I'm just playing with this shit. I'm dead ass serious. I'm saying, I'm speaking
And
at
I
these
know
restaurants.
you are. I
You know
know.
what I'm
I
saying?
know
Shit,
you.
what you call it, these restaurants is playing and shit. But out of all the videos, it wasn't even at the restaurant. It was the one with the hookah.
Okay.
With OJ the Juice Man. So, you know, I'm going to promote OJ, man. I fuck with OJ the Juice Man music. I think he's very
Yeah,
underrated.
shout out to OJ the Juice Man for real, for
Word
real.
up. He be showing her. He show a lot of love, repost. I don't like you know what I'm saying, and shit. I don't give a fuck about like celebrities and shit like that and stuff. But when I notice that they real, you can tell they genuine. And the thing,
Yeah.
I have a what you call it, I don't know the word to use, but it's like a care for them. When you see somebody real. You know what I'm saying? When you see somebody real, they also a person that I can see. If I'm in a position, they'll try to help change the world because you can tell by their character.
Facts. Facts. And you know, it's not a lot of people like that. I mean, at all.
Yeah.
It's very few people out there with that kind of heart. Like, you know what I mean? So I understand completely like where you coming from.
It's
You
very
know.
rare. It's very rare to have anybody that come from the bottom up to have the same personality. Some motherfuckers turned up and end up getting rich just so because they termination came from I can't wait to shit on niggas.
Yo, some niggas they make them like that. Don't
Word
they
up.
definitely do. See,
Yeah,
that's
I
my
stay
thing.
away from them. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck. I know that motherfucker all my life. I'm good. You cocky.
Long as you're aware of the type of niggas that's being made out here, you can survive. You
Yeah.
just got to be aware, like you know what I mean.
You
You
survive
can't
by
get yourself sucked into
by
nothing.
chilling with people that's on the same type of time as you. Like you know what I'm saying?
Fact.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
fact.
Like what you call it? Like you
That's
got
the best way to
that's
survive.
the best way for survival and
Yeah,
shit. And like and you got to choose your crowd. You got to choose your friends. Your friends can't choose you. Like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You got
yeah.
to choose your friends.
Definitely gotta do that. Know what I mean, that's a real message for y'all, man. For y'all who don't know, man, Nasty Boy don't just do skits, man. He give out game too. They
Give it
don't
out
even know that.
game.
See, I know that about you
And
because I got a
Gilly,
different
man, you gonna
relationship
be
with him.
having me on your show.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the reason I know like you know who I'm talking to right now.
Yeah.
This is you all day every day. I mean, I
Word.
deal with you, and I can always say that you're a solid individual. Like you always
Yeah,
been
yeah.
solid to me.
That's one thing I would call it. Like people have said to me a lot of times, like, yo, you don't never change. Why should my personality change? Being up, being down, I'll be the same person. That
Yeah.
shit, like why I'ma change? Like that shit is not
So
cool.
so let me ask you this question though.
Yeah.
Do you feel like I mean, you know, speaking on change, like do you feel like money change people?
Um, yeah, it definitely changed people. And it's supposed to change you. Like, you know what I'm
That
saying? Money supposed to change you, like and stuff like what the bigger my bag is, you won't catch me in spots where I shouldn't be.
mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck if I'm
Exactly.
100 deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to avoid confrontation with anybody that's even with me, I want to be around that crowd. When you get a certain dollar, you want to be around a certain crowd and
Facts.
shit like that and stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And your peoples that don't have it like you, if you real and you know you really rock when they're gonna be with you anyway, you bring them around that so maybe that can motivate them. The shit
Facts.
that you showing them, like, oh shit, what you call it? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But money change people.
Facts.
It's like because it's a lot of people that got money, they not solid. Some people think money is everything.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Some people think that what you call it, like far as with bread. Some people even know that they true friends because they have money.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
get what
true.
I'm saying and shit. Like,
Very true.
and it will make it worse. It's motherfuckers that got money that hate on motherfuckers that don't got shit. Like,
That
so
is
that's
very
a
much
dangerous motherfucker.
nah, that is very much true, bro. Like hate is just I don't know, it's just different now. It's just different nowadays, man. Who you like plan on like doing skits with? Like is there anybody out there that you would really like to do a skit with? Like
I'm
take
gonna
it
keep
to a
it
next level?
real. I'm gonna keep it real. Who I find funny, like niggas like Rennie, Rennie funny as hell. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yeah, I heard of him.
If I had to choose out of all the people, it definitely I'm gonna rock with Rennie. If motherfucker want to do a skit, but I'm gonna keep it real, it's like this. If I'm doing skits, I'd rather do it with people I personally know. I'd
Yeah.
rather do it with my own friends, my own relatives, people I personally know. It's funner to me Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got people out here that got a way better bracket than I do with skits and shit. I know some of them motherfuckers personally and shit
Yeah,
like that and stuff. Like, I would never ask them, like, yo, let me be in the skit and stuff, because if you fuck with me, you rock with me, we gonna do this shit anyway.
yeah, yeah. Nah, that's true.
Like, you know what I'm saying and shit? Like, so
Nah, that's a
it's
fact, bro. That's a fact
fuck
because
that. Like, I'd rather do that shit with my first cousin than a motherfucker that got 10 million that ain't real. Fuck that.
yeah. Hey yo, listen, I tell niggas all the time about these motherfucking these followings, man. You know what I mean? Just because you got a million followers, that don't mean you got $1 million. Like,
But
you
nah,
know what I mean? A lot of niggas forget that. So I feel where you coming from by just going with the people around you. You know what I mean? And not really following the following, but having a particular person that you feel like, you know what I mean, you really would, want to work with in your heart. You know what I mean? That's good.
yeah.
You know what I mean? To look at it like that, that's real good.
We're the only one I say Rennie. That nigga funny.
Yeah. I like him, but
Yeah,
I mean I
I like
can't.
a few of them. I like a few of
Yeah,
them and
I,
shit.
I can't. I don't even want to speak on this shit because it's so many of them I like funny, and I don't want to sound biased.
You
Like, you know what
understand
I'm saying?
what?
I said it's so many of them that I think is funny. Like, I would hate to like choose. Like,
I'm gonna keep
I
it
mean,
real
if
with
I
you.
say
Like,
one name right now, niggas is gonna automatically think that that's who I think is the best. And it's not that I think he the best. I'm just in tune with what he got going on right now. That's Funny Marco. He got that cornbread TV. That shit is hilarious.
oh
Like,
yeah, yeah, funny Marco, funny. He
yeah, that
definitely
shit
when
is
I met
that shit is hilarious.
him in Atlanta, I
Yeah,
met him in Atlanta. He was cool, straight up. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Me and my son and everything and shit. Like, you
That
know,
shit is hilarious.
yeah, funny
I
Marco, what
promise
you
you.
call he was definitely cool. But I don't know, like some people when they got up with they following, they comedy got corny.
Yeah.
Like some people got corny after a while. And shit. Like
Wait. Hold on. Time out. I mean, when you say that, like, who name a few, like, cause
I think Mr. Commodore shit went down a little bit to me, but sometimes he pop up with some other shit. DK shit, which called was funny as hell, which more in the beginning. And I told him that shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And then the shit I see is like, but he get a good one still, but it ain't no smacker.
it ain't no smacker.
I
Yeah,
get it.
okay.
Just and I'm saying that shit because I don't bring smacker. But once you like in that position, what you call like
Yeah.
smack. But I don't know how that shit be going. Haha Davis just starting to get funny again to me and
Yeah.
shit like that. I fuck damn. It's a
That nigga. See, that's what I'm saying. It's too many of them, bro. Like, it's too many of them.
Cornell funny. I fuck with Cornell with the glasses. Nigga like Steve Urkel,
I
Jaleel
gotta
White
see
looking
him.
ass
I
nigga.
probably see. I probably seen one or two of them. I probably did see a few of them.
Yeah, that nigga
But
funny and shit and stuff. And,
it's some funny ones out here, bro. Like,
yeah,
for real,
Mr.
it's just too many.
Bank shot. I fuck with him too. Like I said, his shit stayed. What you call it? Old boy fell off with it. The nigga from Detroit. I forgot his name.
What's? I can't think of the other nigga
Yeah,
name.
the cornrows. I forgot the nigga name.
Oh, not him.
Jack something and shit. He was funny as hell to me. His shit
Damn, I
fell
can't
off
think of the
too.
boy name. I can't think of his name, but he I don't think I think he's started falling off, but he seemed like he pick it back up. I can't think of his name though right now, which is
Who?
bad. I can't think of his name.
What he
I
look
don't know.
like?
Low cut, dark skin, start with a D, I think. Desmond or some shit like that.
Desmond Banks?
Yeah, Desi Banks. Desi Banks.
Yeah,
That's his
and what
name.
you call it? What's his name? Esau
Desi Banks.
Alba.
Yeah, like I
Esau,
felt like Desi Banks was on fire at first. Like, you know what I mean? He
yeah,
was on fire.
yeah, which
And
what?
then I feel like he just kind of died a little bit, but then he kind of picking back up. So like,
Yeah, they got Country Wayne. They got different people.
yeah,
But see,
they
they
all great though.
all I can say though is they all ground hard. They
They
constantly
all grind hard.
they constantly on the internet. They
Yeah,
constantly like it's shit. Like it's teaching me shit. Every time
yeah,
I'm in the scroll, after a while, people are like, who the fuck is this? Like, who this? And they ain't paying attention to the shit.
yeah. Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. All right, another question. It's question.
Yo,
It's question time again.
go ahead.
Yo, so where do you see yourself like in the next 3 years?
Next
Like,
two years,
where do you see DJ Nasty Boy in the next 3 years? Not 10 years, not 20 years. The
I'm
next
speaking this
three
shit in
years,
existence, man.
as you
I'm
said.
trying to see DJ Nasty Boy within the next year or two. Down this bitch, I'm figuring my way out. Just moved to Atlanta, been on this bitch a year. So you gotta figure shit out and stuff. I didn't come down here to party. I didn't come down here to be fucking with mad bitches and shit like that and stuff.
Hmm.
I'm waiting till I put my foot down and then I'm a step.
Yo, yo. So yo, another question, man. You know I got thousands of questions.
Yeah,
Not only do I want to know, I'm pretty sure the people want to know. You know what I mean? Just who is Nasty Boy outside of comedy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you feel about, you know, what's happening out here in the streets? Violence. You know what I'm saying? Gang violence. You know what I mean? These new ones coming up, and you know, they wilding. Rappers killing each other. Like, this is the first time ever where rappers are really dying. Like in our time, it was only Biggie and Tupac. These niggas is really dying now. Like,
because it got to the point where they scared to get punched in their face because which cause not about taking the ass whooping, they scared of what people gonna think.
mm,
Like you know what I'm saying? They'll have that mentality that when you young, a person because they got a 14, we got 14-year-old kids. You know what I'm saying? I think in New York, just got killed and shit. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like what's called, he just got killed. Drill rapper. It's another one from Florida, DTE, JJ, or some shit. I see this little nigga, 14 years old, with two
yeah.
hammers hanging out the window. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That
And
shit's
this
crazy.
becomes like it's too when these niggas because they got women out here wilding, but it's more common with men and shit. But the women are involved and they are a big major problem to the shit. It's too you gotta blame the parents. It ain't no such thing. Like, don't get me wrong. You can't be around your kid 24/7. You never know what's so because I know how to take some dumb shit I had no business doing, and my parents would have whooped my ass and shit at the age 16, 17 years old for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And shit, another relative would have whooped my ass for some extra shit and stuff. But when you outside, the parents is the fault. And then what make it worse, what happens, what's going on, you got motherfuckers that's raised by good parents, by
Yeah,
both parents,
yeah.
that want to be outside, like, you know what I'm saying, so bad and shit, because they want to get caught up in the image. Like, don't get me
Mhm.
wrong, but the music be fine to me. I like the music. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and shit, who the fuck was I? What's called? Like, take for instance, 3 6 Mafia. They was talking about using drugs and all that shit. Usually Jay
Mhm.
wasn't even using drugs, you know what I'm saying, until later on in his career. Way later on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like after
So,
50,
but I mean, you think that's official though? Like, to basically, it's okay to do music that you're not living at the moment, but then later on you get into it.
they all the fornication been going on, but see, they trying to limit too much because of the word cap and all that. And you gotta blame these women, aka the mices and shit, because if the mices to say today, right, that drilling shit is corny. We not fucking with y'all niggas. They would change their whole style up. Majority of these niggas do it for the pussy.
So you telling me that females like drill?
Yeah, these females like ratchetness.
So so you and hold
Why
on,
you
wait,
think
wait, wait,
that why
wait
you
a
think
minute,
that
wait a
drill
minute,
music spread through the world? You
wait
got
a
white
minute.
motherfuckers that live in 6 bedroom houses that they bedroom got a bathroom in that
Hey
motherfucker.
yo, so listen, hold up, because these accusations you saying is huge. So you're telling me if females don't support drill, drill is finished.
It's finished.
Damn.
It's finished. If the
Hey
if the
yo,
if the if the mices if the mices say, yo, y'all niggas that be killing niggas is corny, if all of them said that and shit, it'll be over. Niggas gonna stop. They made it.
hey,
They already got it. Like for one, the younger generation are way better with the computers and shit. They're way better with
mhm,
scamming, all that shit. They know what they doing. Like you get
yeah,
what I'm saying? So they want the fast dollar. They smart. They very smart, intelligent, shit like that stuff. They getting that fast dollar and shit. But sometimes they getting that fast dollar. That's when they want to become a street nigga. Cause now they go forward to look like a street nigga. Like you
yeah,
know what I'm saying? And shit. Have
okay.
like I've had conversations with young people that are like are killers and shit. But when I talk to them, I see the real person they is.
Yeah,
Like you get what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't see Ricochet. I
yeah.
see Jamal. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, nah,
Yeah, you
facts,
get what I'm
facts.
saying? Like it's like a lot of people like what you call it. They don't be themselves.
Yeah.
A lot of violence is because people don't be themselves.
I know about you, throwing parties and I'm talking about really getting to the bag at the door, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So even to speak on that, like the party world, like because you transitioned from party promoter to now DJ slash, you know what I mean? You got comedy. So it's like, you know what I mean, you got all that going on, but speaking on your past as far as you promoting parties, like how you get to like, where you at now, like how the party game was.
All right, well, start off throwing the parties like in North New Jersey, throwing the parties in North New Jersey, and start off. Me and my bro, she was like, "Yo, man, let's do a cookout." Like she did a cookout at his mom's house and shit. So I'm like, "What you call?" I'm like, "Yo, bro, man, we should do our own cookout." And man, both our phones was full and shit. Like the shit, I think they used to hold like 300 back then and shit.
Yeah.
That shit made me sound like I'm old as hell. And shit, like you know what I'm saying? Like where's boy, like the 300 numbers and the shit in the phone. We sent it out. We didn't even know that shit was going to turn out to be that. Throwing parties wasn't in our plan. Like, you know what I'm saying? And shit. Like, we just was chilling every weekend we had time off. I'm working 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? And shit. So on my time off, I'm trying to be outside.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And shit. So when we started doing a cookout, it became a big thing in Newark at that around the time we threw like 5 of them. It became a big thing because it was peaceful. No matter what was going on the street, we had every hood out there. It was all love. Like, you know what I'm saying? And shit. Like when I'm out and I see people from other hoods, I see them all the time I speak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And no need to be sitting up there like what's it called, doing all the extra shit. Like, no. And so that's that dumb shit that they got going on right now. That's why we can't have cookouts like the ones we did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then we start throwing parties. Like, you know what I'm saying? We start throwing the parties. We start throwing the parties and shit.
So hold up. So basically, you telling me y'all started out in the backyard with just supposed to be cookouts, having a good time with family.
Well, we tried in the backyard, but that shit covered up the whole block.
It got too big. So, but
the first cookout was too big.
But you basically telling me that y'all wasn't doing this for business in the beginning. Y'all was just doing this out of the love.
Yeah, it's more like it's shit. Like I'm gonna keep it real with you. When the parties came in, when the party started rolling, I was numb to it that it was a business.
Yeah, because
like,
it was your regular life. It was your regular life. Like every time you do in a cookout, it get crazy.
I was already hanging out anyway. Like you know what I'm saying. So I was just hanging out and just bringing the venue with them.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying. So we did that shit, doing that. Then fast forward, went to Pennsylvania and shit, and started I got to start doing some rapping. Bored as hell in the house. I was like, man, fuck this, because I know a lot of people out there and shit, but it's like I probably had, like deal with like 5 to 10 people for real, like that's official and solid. Between which we call it like from back home in North, and between people I grew up with in PA, in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
This shit, because I you know what I'm saying, my father lived out there through my childhood, so I was going back and forth from PA to North. Like, you know what I'm saying? Going back and forth. So I grew up with people out there since I was 5 years old.
Okay.
You know, so some of my friends, I haven't seen them in years. And some of them I did, like, you know what I'm saying, and shit. Like some
they're out in PA. Like that's okay.
So I you know what I'm saying, for the music and shit, did a song about eating pussy and shit and stuff. And if you look at it on YouTube, everybody, it say Clay censored. I didn't name. I said Nasty Boy on the song. I said Nasty Boy on the very first song that I did, but that was just me saying Nasty Boy as myself, like mentality. And then once the song went viral, VA just called me Nasty Boy, like all over Twitter, all that shit. So that's how that shit.
Hey, yo, I don't think a lot of people know that story either. I don't think a lot of people know how you got the Nasty Boy.
Some people be having their own guess of it and shit. Like, but people that personally know me, you know, they saying like it ain't like it's a big deal. But that shit was real with me with the song and shit. I was stiff as hell in the video, but I'm known to fuck with a lot of nice little bad mices, man. So that shit, like that Nasty Boy fits me. I ain't named myself. I ain't named myself. The streets did that. Most niggas that name themselves be corny as hell, yo. Like, for real, yo. For real.
Nah, that's funny as hell, yo.
Yo, for real, niggas be coming up telling you like, yo, call me Ricochet. What, nigga? You ain't never even shoot a
gun. Yo, you shot the fuck out, man. Hey, yo, but we about to wrap it up, man. We about to tap out, man. I appreciate all y'all for joining us, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure y'all follow my nigga Nasty Boy. Yo, let him know your IG.
IG, Nasty Boy. No. Nasty underscore South underscore South Mob. TikTok, Nasty Boy South. Facebook, I'm keeping that for my family and my friends.
GGDB sneakers that designer way. I like all my women thick and elegant. They love the fact I'm handsome plus intelligent. I pull up in that coupe, them windows heavy tint. She like your trunk is in the front, is that an elephant? Honey, I'm sorry, no it's a Ferrari. Passenger side is a Barbie. I smoke like a Marley, she off the Miley.